So this morning is Saturday, which means these guys over here are going to be staying in the field and not moving, which also means we're going to be going to a neighboring farmer to help him get his weed out. Are you going to walk us through your daily doings of greasing the grain cart? So on these new Brent Avalanche carts, it's actually really nice because they give you like a central greasing hub right here. It has all your, I guess it's just like your pivoting, as well as your dually hickeys up here, your pivot up here, I guess. So I'm pretty sure it does that bearing in there as well. I'll tell you one thing, that bearing up there at the very top, you gotta climb inside that boot to get it. It's actually pretty ridiculous. I had to learn that the hard way the other day. Why are you holding the grease gun like that? That is a crazy grip.
It's like,
I mean,
it's
come
like
on.
the people that hold forks like this.
Yes, that's exactly how it
Like
is.
shoveling.
Well, we finished up greasing, and now we're waiting on the field trailer to get here because Dad had to fill that up this morning. The farmer that we're cutting with has hinge drapers, and I always like to come over here every single year, and it reminds me of how much a headache these things could be. Look at all of this stuff over here. I mean, look at that. Look at all this stuff that can just wear out. That gives me diarrhea just looking at it, you know? I'm also looking at that roller bearing back under there. It kind of looks the same size as on the MacDon. Actually, I kind of take that back. That shaft is actually way bigger. That bearing is way bigger on these. But I mean, look how much like settings and stuff that you can change over here. Like you got knobs and valves, and you got more valves over here. And whatever that means, this little, I don't even know what that does. These are kind of nice though. I do like how spaced out these are. Gives you more footprint on the ground to be more, you know, stable throughout the field. Yeah, these things are just massive. I do like the stubble lights out here though. Also like the emblem lights that shine on the John Deere logo. That's also pretty cool. The guards and sections are a lot smaller on the John Deeres versus the MacDons. I do like this belt system right here, this like little grooves in here to like save the kernels from falling back off of the draper belts. Fingers look identical to a MacDon. These spiders are, there's more spiders, but they're smaller, if that makes sense. These end shields are massive. I mean, I wonder if they can like slim that up this way, you know? This way it doesn't really matter, but I mean, from your end of your cutting is right here, and then you have this massive, like, what is that? That's probably a good 1.5 feet of end shield right here past what you're cutting. So how's that not like run over wheat or anything like that? This side looks a little more simpler, I guess, or at least there's more shielding to cover everything. But it's just the same on this side, I suppose. So on a MacDon, like over here, you have that red handle that you flip down, it unlocks your adapter. I'm guessing that's the same thing, just on both sides. That is ginormous. What the heck? I'd hate for that thing to go out. Oh man, look at all that in there. That is just a lot of stuff. You're supposed to grease that too? It'd take you 45 minutes every morning just to grease a header. And combine wise, these are 790s, so pretty much the same, just more horsepower. There's a little bit things that are different. I guess batteries are on this side. Massive unload auger chain on these. Bunch of hydraulic blocks on this side. On an 80 and 90, I believe. They do have a PowerCast tailboard, which is really nice. I wish we had PowerCast on ours. I feel like if you have more than a 40-foot header, it's almost required to have PowerCast because at times we can't even sling it 40 feet. And I suppose on this side, it has a rethrasher, which that's what I was talking about a couple of videos ago, and the weeds absolutely is terrible. But the John Deere salesman that we were talking to the other day just said just put it in corn setting and then it should just throw the weeds through. You do have a lot of room on this side of the elevator, or the clean grain elevator that is. Actually on this side too. You can really take some concaves loose over here. I always like to look at the hinge drapers every single year. I just can't get over the fact of just how much stuff is over here. It's actually insane. For an example, here's our MacDons. Look how much, less stuff is over here. That's why it looks so crazy to me, because this is what I'm used to. All there is just some support beams, and there's 3 hydraulic hose lines that are steel, and 1 electrical line that runs over here and runs your hazard light. Yeah, look how simple this is. This is the red handle that I was talking about over there. This is just what we're used to. So, someone saying go to a hinge draper is like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do with all that, It's just cool to see the difference, I guess. We're gonna pump some fuel on these combines and hopefully get to cutting today. We only have like 200 acres for that other farmer. So we spent the morning connecting the scoreboard on the grain cart, and I think we got it working. There you go. That's pretty cool. It better be pretty cool, because that thing was like 1,500 bucks. It's actually really ridiculous, in my opinion. All just for this little bitty square right here. Not the big one, but the little bitty one. It comes with that little bitty box, and then a wiring harness, and then a wiring adapter that's like, 3 feet long. That's redonkulous, man. Anyways, it's working. It's pretty cool. Well, I think we're almost done pumping fuel, so we should be headed to the field here pretty soon. Well, we actually have 250 acres to do today. I thought it was 200, so that's gonna extend our cutting by like 30 minutes. Well, I think I broke a section, but I'm not too sure. I suppose we can go investigate. Dang, I guess Mom hit the exact same rock. Yep. Nice. I guess Mom hit the exact same thing. Did it go in your combine?
Whenever I killed the header, I couldn't hear anything. But
we can't find anything inside the combine, so I guess she's just gonna scoop that up. And then Tessa's gonna have to come back. She ran off with all the tools. She broke one too. Nice. I got a windrow about 10 acres, so I gotta lift up my chopper. I would show y'all the back camera. What good does that do? That thing's dirty. Can't see anything out of that thing. Well, we do have a new addition to the crew, and he's actually standing on the turn row up here. I might go and get him and bring him over to Dad. He is going to be running the combine, and then I believe Dad is going to be going back to the truck. So if you see a new face around here, his name is Tatum. I've never met him before, but he is from back home. I believe Dad knows his grandpa, and his grandpa used to do custom harvesting, so he's kind of been around it all of his life. So that's always a plus. But I don't know if I'm gonna go pick him up or if Dad's gonna drive over here and pick him up. Once we get to the end of this pass right here, I am gonna have to get out and put my chopper back down. He just wanted 10 acres wind road so he can bale it. And mile-long rows, I only did down there, back, and then back down, and I don't know how many acres I'm at. Oh, I'm a little bit over. I'm at 10.3, so it'll be fine. Is this even real meat? Oh, it says you're supposed to microwave these. It says microwave sausage and broth on high on microwave for 45 seconds. So you're supposed to cook these? It's made with chicken, beef, pork, and chicken broth. I almost think it's fake because it just like melts in your mouth. Well, it looks like it could rain any second now. Where it's all blue over there, I think it's raining on Mott, which Mott isn't too far down south of where we are. And yeah, I think that's headed straight for us. Although I don't think it's supposed to get here until maybe midnight or so. I think there's a 90% chance of rain tonight, which is good because all of us are still dragging from move day for having that 20-hour like move session that we did on that first day. So a little rain shower and some sleep definitely wouldn't hurt at all. Dad hopped out of the combine and Tatum has been running it for most of this field now, and he's doing a pretty good job. He is still kind of getting used to all the technology and stuff inside these combines. I think his grandpa ran a 9600, so that's what he kind of grew up running, was a 9600. Matter of fact, I think this year whenever we were back at home, they were obviously cutting their own wheat while we were cutting our wheat, and that was the last combine that he drove, was when we were cutting back at home. But he'll get the hang of it. He'll probably get a little spoiled having automatic header height and lateral tilt and auto reel speed and auto steer. Yeah, he's probably definitely going to get spoiled. He's probably going to go back to his 9600 next year and be like, what the heck is this? I think we have this 10-acre block right here, and then I think we're finished for the day.
Well, yeah, Hayden's definitely got enough. I probably have enough to fill you so you can get Jesse out of here. Yeah, either or, whatever y'all want to do. I'll turn around and load you.
wood or something. I guess it was just wheat. Well, our windrows got bailed up already. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I don't think I'm gonna grease anything. I only cut I cut 70 acres, like 77 or something, so. Clouds are rolling in though. Looks pretty cool, actually. Tessa turned off all the lights. Hope y'all could see me. Well, we made it back to the camper, and it's actually currently sprinkling / raining right here. So that's kind of fun. I don't think we're gonna start early by any means tomorrow, if at all, depending on how much it rains. I think this first one was just a little bit. The main one is coming at like 1 a.m. or something like that. But in tomorrow's video, we should be joining back up with the farmers and the other 4 combines. So that's pretty exciting. It's always fun having other people in the field with you. But anyways, guys, I do think that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see you on the next one.